If you like really big physical things, blowing up, and if you like that stuff, yeah, it's very exciting.
There are no little shots. There's no like, hey, we're gonna do the simple scene now. We're gonna do the. There isn't any such thing.
It's so large in my imagination. I can't see. I have got no idea about how it's gonna feel.
Yeah.
It's a very involved and very labor-intensive sequence with so many people and so many hundreds of crafts all working together.
We had this really strong sense this was one of the most complex sequences that anybody had ever attempted. I mean, it was going to involve everything, live action and miniatures and motion base, large sets, lots of CG, really complex scenes. And we had to make all of that fit together so that you never felt like you were seeing all these different kinds of technologies.
This is for a CG character in the Battle in Zion. And, will be replaced with I guess, computer-generated images of us.
It's a rig they used on another film.
We're calling it the PMS rib, but it means please make it stop.
I thought, oh, this could be very handy as a sentinel arm.
We're actually going to be able to pick people up and just whip them around like they're on the end of a tentacle and flip them off.
We did what they referred to as mocap, motion capture, where the guys had sensors on them and they went through the stunt action and it was all captured on computer.
Beyond 30 feet or so, we think that we can trick the eye pretty easily. And so all of that cyberware stuff and UCAP and all that was really to make all these peripheral characters and secondary action around the battle.
We have points on the person's body. And we have all these 28 cameras. Each one looks at the points and it figures out where it is in space. So we take each of these points, and if you have 2 points on your hand and you're moving like this, we see these points like this. If you want to be able to take a computer image and make it look exactly like a person, how it moves, you have to do this motion capture process. You just have to.
A little bit more off to the side earlier, like so he gets picked up and he gets taken over here and shucking around? Yeah, like you just went woof.
Right, listen up. It changes that. It'll flick up and we'll go a diagonal.
The thing I love about motion capture is that this system is the closest thing to Neb docking chairs that we have. Actors come down here, we put sensors on them, and we put them directly in the computer.
Stand by, quiet,
a little closer to the real Matrix.
And John, rolling on take 4. Ready, speed.
And Glenn.
That was the best one so far. Great, Glenn. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Good.
3, 2, 1.
The way we could change that around a little bit too would be to run something behind the bunker.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want a walkway like that then?
We're going to keep to the horizontal and vertical sort of orientation like that.
Yeah, a couple like that.
We chose to go with miniatures because we had a lot of destruction to do.
You can't beat it for getting tactile interaction when things are blowing up or being destroyed or smashed. You get a lot of stuff for free right in front of camera.
Most of the things that are being built primarily involve special effects, physical effects.
There's one element in here that's not quite right. It's a giveaway, then you're not going to believe it. You certainly see older films where they tried certain visual effects and it's a dead giveaway. And it usually always has to do with water, smoke, or fire.
It should look seamless. I mean, you shouldn't really be able to tell the difference between live action, visual effects, and miniatures.
I wanted to draw stuff so you could see how it worked, and so that if they built it, it wasn't just impressions of things.
All right. There, do that.
Okay.
Any questions?
Nope. We'll get art from the art department, and also art department will generate a mock-up model, a 3D miniature of what we're going to be building. From that, they then generate blueprints like these here that they use in live action, and they also generate the animatic models. And then the animatic models can be handed back to us, and we'll do model unit blueprints from those. And then we'll also do laser cuts and CNC files from those. Adam and I will take our AutoCAD files from the computer room in there, and we'll run them through a program that'll translate all the CAD data into an actual tool path that tells the head where to go. And throw in a new sheet. These are going to be lightning rods inside the dock area where the hovercrafts land.
And then we're also going to be storing it and pre-breaking it strategically so that in the scene in which this is in, it's a crash sequence of the Mjolnir, it'll break realistically.
All these amazing people working and real artists working and real craftsmen working. We have the most talented crew. It's just phenomenal. You know, and it's not all computer. Nothing against computers, though.
So this is the final result of all the work that the whole team does. You know, things like this grill, all the very intricate little planier details are all laser cut. A lot of these walls here, and then the model makers come in and all the little greebly details and the texture and rivets and stuff, they've added all those and kind of made the whole thing work.
This model's about 4 months of work, averaging about 12 people a day.
Like the first team that worked on this one were the welders.
Solid carpentry, framing it up.
They'll build all the core structures out of wood and steel.
There's a lot of cast pieces on here that went through the mold room.
Then, of course, we have the paint crews that will do a lot of the texturing and painting, and then we also have the electricians that'll do all the miniature lighting.
Things are changing up to the last minute in this crane topple shot. Some angles are changing, some dynamics on how it's going to fall is changing. So the tests we did 7 months ago with the big wooden mock-up of this crane don't really apply much anymore. So with 1 day left to go before we shoot it, we're trying to guess what's going to happen differently if we turn this at a different angle and where it's going to land. Even though this doesn't tell us much, it tells me a little bit about how it's going to land and where it's going to fall.
Everything we make, we blow up.
Let's roll cameras.
Same time, we were going to make a miniature of a particular object that was going to explode, like the gate of the dock. If we were going to make that anyway, then we were going to try to get that to be as good looking as possible and then photograph it to use as textures for computer graphics. So there are a lot of CG objects that are going to be in the dock environment that were based off of photographic textures of the same miniatures. So it's kind of a hybrid approach.
Go! Now!
It's really an epic sequence. I mean, it is just huge. And it's unusual because it uses everything that a filmmaker has at his disposal to create something gigantic. It is full of live action photography, integrated with CGI photography, integrated with miniature work.
Halfway up, all lightsabers.
Like, you know, just below.
Through tremendous breakthroughs in visual effects, breakthroughs in composite photography, breakthroughs in every kind of available electronic and mechanical medium. I mean, it's something that could not have been done ever until right now. It's just Hollywood at its most insane.
John, the way you treat your staff is...
Get back to that computer.